So we'll hear from people that'll say, I deal with acid reflux and constipation, and when one gets worse, the other seems to get worse. And when one goes away, I don't have the other one anymore. So to understand what's going on here, we need to understand that both of these issues have the ability to have the same underlying causes. They don't always have the same underlying causes because each issue has a variety of things that can create it. But with both issues, they have the ability to be caused by a lack of stomach acid. That's right. Acid reflux is not always too much stomach acid like advertisers want us to believe. There's this valve at the bottom of the esophagus called the lower esophageal sphincter that opens up so food can come in, and then it closes so all this acid stuff doesn't come back up and burn us. The trick is that valve is triggered by stomach acid. So a lot of times acid reflux has to do with having some stomach acid in the stomach that's going to come back up and burn us, but not enough to trigger that valve to close. And with constipation, a lot of people don't know that that bolus of food will move through the intestinal tract at a pace according to its acidity level. So if someone doesn't have enough stomach acid to acidify their food correctly so they can break it down and get the nutrients out of that food, that bolus will move at a slower pace, which means it's going to get more dry and more hard and more difficult to move. One trick is that if somebody is using a PPI to turn off stomach acid and relieve that acid reflux symptom, then the constipation is probably going to stick around because now that food in the stomach is really alkaline since there's no stomach acid to acidify it. So if you want to understand this a little bit more and steps you can take to correct both of these issues, you can click on the link on the screen, in the pinned comment, or in the description of this short for our full video on acid reflux and constipation.